Americans' net worth has increased for the last 3 straight quarters. It's March 14th, 2010. My name is Reginald. I'm also known as DimCat. Yes, the net worth of Americans has actually increased, and according to the data, it's increased in the previous 2 quarters as well. In the fourth quarter, there was an increased household net worth increase of 1.3%. To $54.2 trillion. So obviously somebody's making money somewhere. This is being mainly boosted by stock portfolios increasing because of the stock market. And I just thought it would be interesting to mention some facts about the stock market and really financial wealth in general. When it comes to financial wealth in this country, most of the wealth is controlled by a very small group of people. I'm going to put a link in my description box that sort of describes how much of the wealth is being controlled by a very small percentage of the population. For example, did you know that the bottom 80% of the population, that's all the middle class, pretty much most of the upper middle class, and the working class and the poor and everybody, the bottom 80% of the population controls about 7% of the financial wealth in this country. And did you know that the top 1% controls 42% of the financial wealth in this country? The top 1% controls 42% of the financial wealth in this country. And the top 5% controls 69% of the financial wealth in this country. So when you hear about how the household net income increasing because of stocks and everything, you have to understand who's actually making money off of that. And a lot of times you have corporations and you have certain individuals in that top 1 percentile, in the 99 percentile or in the top 1%, making a lot more money than everybody else. So I think you're having a situation where the middle class is getting poorer, and the poor are getting poorer, and the working class is getting poorer, but you have rich people making more money. So you're seeing a great disparity in wealth. But anyway, New York City Bank is among the 3 U.S. bank failures that happened last week. Park Avenue Bank, New York City bank, basically was seized by the regulators. And so far this year, we've had 30 banks shut down. And of course, last year we had we had about 140 banks fail. And I think this year we're going to see a lot more banks fail because the problems that plagued the banks before have not been solved. But anyway, this story is really bizarre. Detroit. Family homes are selling for just $10. No, I'm not making this up. According to Tim Profit, a real estate agent who works near Detroit and in Detroit, this crisis has become so severe that they've actually resorted to offering houses for about $100. And the guy basically said that, we'll sell a house, we'll accept an offer of $10. I mean, these houses are becoming that much of a problem. Quote, the property is listed by the city of Detroit as being worth $35,000, but the bank knows that it is impossible to ask. This part of town has gotten a lot of bad press in the media because it was featured in Eminem's film 8 Mile. But that particular road is 15 minutes up the road, and that is a long way in Detroit. So basically, people are so desperate to get out of Detroit and avoid Detroit that the property values are crashing. And in the last 5 years, the city has seen a dramatic change in the pricing of the houses. 5 years ago, the average home price in Detroit was somewhere around $100,000. Now it's fallen to $11,500. $11,500. $11,500. It sounds crazy. It sounds extreme. But this is the reality that a lot of people are dealing with. Anyway, good news in retail. Sales unexpectedly rose by 0.3% according to the Commerce Department. And it would have been better if it wasn't for autos. I don't know why they say things like that, because autos are a part of the retail. I mean, you can always say that something could have been better if this part of the sector wasn't performing well. But, there is some life. There has been an increase. But like I said before, the real money is made during the holiday season. And if the holiday season is a disaster, then most of these companies that were struggling are pretty much going to fall apart. Anyway, for those of you guys who are watching and subscribing and supporting this channel, thank you. I really appreciate your support. And hey guys, I'm going to be on the radio on Monday at 6 p.m. and I hope you guys can make it. Hey, have a good day. And don't forget, guys, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Bye.